Hi, friends. I hope everybody had a super awesome long weekend. I missed seeing you at our class family meeting, but we will have a family meeting this week, and I will send your parents the information about the day that we're going to do it. So I'm going to start with our calendar. So the month is still May, and today we're down here on May 26th, 2020. So if I go up, I see my day of the week is Tuesday. Normally the first day of our school week is a Monday, but yesterday was a holiday, Memorial Day. We didn't have a lot of time to talk about Memorial Day and why we have that as a special holiday, but there is a very important reason that we have that day as a holiday, and that's the day that we remember all of the soldiers that have protected the United States of America and fought in battles and wars. And sometimes there's parades. There wasn't very many parades this year because of our virus, the coronavirus, and keeping people safe. So this was our holiday. So that means our school week is only 4 days long. It'll be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. In this week, we will be having our Zoom meetings again. We will have them on Friday, but they have to be earlier in the day. So I will send your mommies and daddies information about what time we'll be doing those Zoom meetings. We'll have two different meetings. One will be at 10 o'clock and one will be at 10:30, and you can pick whichever one you want to come to, either at 10 o'clock or 10:30. And I have to move them up and have them earlier because I have to go into school to have a meeting with Mrs. Gaylord and some of the other teachers to get ready to make our schedule for next year for when you're in first grade. So I have to be at school, so I won't be able to have my meetings with you. All right. So we'll have our meetings on Friday. They will be at 10 o'clock and 10:30. So you pick one of those or the other one to come to, and I will let you know what we'll be doing at those meetings. And I can't wait to see you guys because I miss you so much. So today is Tuesday, May 26th, 2020. Now for the last few weeks, we have been learning about oviparous animals. Okay, so beginning of May, we learned about all different kinds of oviparous animals. Last week, we spent a lot of time learning about frogs, and frogs are a special kind of oviparous animal because they go through a special change called a metamorphosis. So when they hatch out of their egg, they are a different creature. They're a tadpole when they hatch out of their egg, and then they change. They have a metamorphosis, and they change from a tadpole into a frog during their life cycle. And then the cycle continues when the females lay a new egg and new tadpoles will be born. So this week I'm going to teach you about another oviparous animal. But before I do that, I want to show you the packet that you're working on this week. So everyone will have this packet. It's a small packet because it's only for 4 days, and there are either 4 or 5 different pages to work on each day. Some are math practice pages and some are reading practice pages. So all of these are review. They're all things you know how to do just to keep practicing. So your paper might be yellow, it might be green, it might be pink. I had different colors when I printed them. So here we're on day 1 of the week, May 26th. So the 5 things that you have for today are practicing lowercase letters, cutting and gluing lowercase letters, CVC words. We're going to cut and glue consonant, vowel, consonant words that you can tap the sounds of the words. We're going to read in color to illustrate a little sentence. We're going to practice our number writing, making sure you're using your skyline, plain line, grass line to practice your best number writing, and some subtraction practice. So I will show you each of those pages. So this is the one where you can find the missing lowercase letters and put them in order. So your job, here's A, the first letter, and Z at the end. And there's an oviparous animal, a snake at the top. So your job will be to carefully cut out all of your lowercase letters and put them in order of the alphabet, starting with A, and say the alphabet. Think about what comes next. After A is B. You'll have to find the lowercase B and glue that in the next spot. So you're going to carefully cut and glue the lowercase letters in order. Your next job will be to practice tapping the sounds of words and gluing the word that matches. So you will tap the sound of a word. Now this boy is running. The next page in your packet has all of the words that you need. There are 2 lists, you only will need 1. So you're going to cut out one of those lists, practice reading them all, and then you're going to glue them where they match. So I'll do a couple with you. Let's tap this one. J, a, g, jug. So I will look on my paper and find a jug. Do you see that jug where you can put milk or juice in it? And then you will glue it right there. We'll do another one. B-a-x, box. So I will find the picture of the box and I will glue it next to the picture of the box. Do you see the box? You'll glue it there. So you'll practice tapping the sounds of words. That's job number 2 today. Job number 3 today is a read and color. You can look at the picture, use your superpowers to read and color to match. Lots of color words, lots of snap words in these sentences, and the picture clues will help you. I'll do the first one with you. The yellow and black bee was on the pink flower. So you'll make sure that you color that picture of the bee, yellow and black, so it matches the words, and it will be resting on a pink flower. So you can read the sentence and color the pictures to match. The next job, easy peasy. We are tracing and repeating the numbers. So you'll trace the number 1, then write the number 1. Trace the number 2, then write the number 2. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to use a marker because it will show up a little bit better on the camera. You can use a pencil. If you have a marker, you could use a marker. So I'm going to start at the skyline for all of my numbers. Numbers always, always start at the skyline. So I'll do 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. I will start at the skyline, trace down around, curve down to the plane line, and then another curve around and stop at the grass line. My number 4 starts at the skyline, fly forward on the plane line, stop, pick up, hop to the skyline, straight down to the grass line. So we'll practice that 4 again. So you will do that with all of your numbers. Practice, trace, and then write. Trace, write, trace, write. And you'll practice that all the way up to your number 20. And your last paper practice today is going to be a subtraction. Now remember, subtraction is taking away. So we're taking a whole and we're making it into 2 parts. We're taking it away, one big number, 2 smaller numbers. So these are pictures of little eggs, and we're going to look at the 10 frame, and you're going to think, what number am I starting with? I'm going to count the eggs that I start with in my 10 frame. I can look at that and subitize that. I know if it's full, it's going to be 10. If I take one away, this is my number 9. So this will be 9 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm taking 4 away. So I'm first going to write that. 9 minus 4 equals, so 9, take away 4, the minus means take them away. 4 equals, so I can count the ones that are left. I'll count the eggs that are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 minus 4 equals 5. I can practice it on my fingers. 9 minus 4, so I'm going to take them away, and I have 5 left. So I'll write that number 5. So first I will write those number sentences for each picture, each 10 frame, and then I can go over and I can find them and I can glue. And there is 9 minus 4 equals 5. I could cut that and I could glue it right there. So that is subtraction practice, and that is your last practice page for today. So I want you to work on those practice pages, and I'm also going to be recording another lesson today, and that other lesson today will be about the life cycle of a butterfly. So make sure you listen to that lesson when you have time, and don't forget, we are still doing our iReady challenge every single week. I have 11 certificates that are going to be going out with a little prize to each student who was able to do at least 40 minutes of iReady math or reading. And some of you even did more than that, which is super awesome. You're learning some great things. Don't want you to do too much. Don't spend hours on iReady. Just about 10 to 15 minutes each day will give you enough practice to keep your math and reading muscles super strong. So don't forget about your iReady lessons. I will check that on Friday and see who met iReady challenge number 6. I'll see you soon.